Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa. So, you all know by the title what I'm about to talk about today. And yes, my dad came to Dallas. So, I'm excited about this video and posting it. But I do want to kind of share a little update and also just kind of give you some back history about me and my dad and our relationship. So, let's start out. So I am a daddy's girl. So let's just say that. I am just excited to share about everything that we did. We really enjoyed ourselves. I was unsure what he wanted to do. I was unsure because it's not football season, and my dad is a big football fan, and basketball is not basketball season. So I mean, they have baseball here, but my dad is not really into baseball. So I really was kind of like, ugh, I picked the wrong time to have him come to Dallas. And it was extremely hot. So, but overall, it still was a good one because even when he came here, we didn't really fall into the triple digits here in Dallas. So it was a really nice weather-wise weekend. While he was here, we were able to get into quite a bit, enough because see, my dad, he works a lot. So I wanted it to be, us exploring the city, but also him getting some rest. So there are moments that I didn't capture because we were resting. And so it just was a good balance of a trip. But we definitely checked out, different food spots. We went to the movies. And we also did a Dallas tour, which was pretty interesting because I've been to Dallas for 4 years now. And yeah, I know the city, but I never came to Dallas to like explore it from that perspective. So it was really good to do the tour. I mean, I enjoyed it just as much as he did because, I mean, like I said, I didn't know Dallas in that way. The city is beautiful. I take myself around, but just to kind of get into some history and like downtown area, it was really good to kind of do that. Okay, now I would love to say that everything has been perfect, but let's be honest. It's been a little minute since I last post. I post about Mexico. In my last video, I shared how I got stuck in Mexico. And I wish I can say that when I got back to the States, everything was smooth sailing from there, but it really wasn't. It was back to back to back to back things. And I just really just hit a rough patch, overall. But at the end of the day, God is still good. I still have a roof over my head. I still have food. I still have support, family, and loved ones. So I'm of course still grateful for where I am, but it has been like a really tough couple of weeks. The day before my dad was expected to come into town, my brakes on my car locked up while I was driving home. And of course it was scary because, and when I say locked up, it made me stop. So I was able to stop, but that's all I could do. I couldn't accelerate. So it wasn't like my brakes didn't work at all and I was going fast. It wasn't that. So I had to take my car to the dealership a day before my dad was coming. So took it to the dealership. They had to do a diagnostic, of course. And you know what? At that point, I was like, keep the car. Keep the car. Because at that time, I'm in Texas this summer and my AC wasn't working because I was in the middle of getting it fixed and everything else went wrong with it. So I was like, keep the car. So that was the day before. The next day, that when he was expected to fly in, my AC went out in my apartment. So, maintenance, they typically don't work on Saturdays, but thankfully it was an emergency call. So they put a window unit in my apartment. So that was just wonderful for guests to be coming in and you have a window unit. So that was just, like I say, that back to back thing. So I ended up having a rental while my dad was here, which was kind of perfect because at least the AC worked. We were up and down the highway and it was a brand new car. So it was actually a perfect time. So my mom always say, count your blessings. And so there definitely was some pros, instead of looking at the negatives of, him coming into town. So but yeah, so we were still able to enjoy our time. Like I said before, we ate really good. We were able to, you know, see the city. I rode around, showed him, the different uh, areas in the metroplex. So he was able to just enjoy himself. This was his first time coming to Texas, coming to Dallas. I don't know if that was his longest flight, but it could have been. So the back history of my dad coming here. So I gifted him this on Father's Day. So back in June, I purchased his tickets and I was like, Dad, I want you to come to Texas. And so that was his gift for Father's Day, to come out here. But I have been, thinking about it for some time. So I eventually, was in a place to get his ticket and kind of create a game plan on what we could potentially do. So that's how it came about. And he was able to take some time off, and it was just perfect. Everything flowed perfect. My dad is not a complicated guy. He's really like, whatever when it comes to food, whatever, and whatever type of activity. So he's really laid back and chill. He doesn't really say too much, but so it was very easy to kind of plan during his stay here. What you're about to see is some footage of what me and my dad got into while he was here in Dallas. Like I say, thoroughly enjoyed the old man. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get him back here to Texas so we can, catch a Mavericks game or a Cowboys game. I don't know if he's a Cowboys fan, but maybe if they play the Buccaneers or something, I don't know. But I gotta get him back here to Texas, and hopefully we can enjoy some sports when he come back, because that's what Texas is about. It's about the sports. So stay tuned. So I picked my dad up from the airport, and we headed straight for some dinner. We went to a restaurant called Hard Eight, and I almost forgot how good this food is. I had the potatoes, the brisket, chicken, okra. We had everything. The sausage, it was so good. And then afterwards, it was around the 4th of July, so there was some fireworks, and we sat in the parking lot and enjoyed some fireworks for a few minutes. So I booked the Dallas tour for my dad, and excuse the fog lens, it's because it's so hot and I got out of the cold car. But this is JFK Memorial Plaza, and we're just getting started from this point.
And I'm from a little town in South Georgia named Cecil. You don't know where Cecil's at? It's between Hayhire and Ado. Oh, I don't know where that's at.
I'm on 75.
You know where it's at.
I've been through that.
You've been there. The Spirit of Communication. It stands 24 feet high. It weighs 14.5 tons. The wingspan on the Spirit of Communication is about 8 feet. It is made of bronze and covered in gold leaf. And I think it's absolutely beautiful.
One of the ones
just that quick. And then we grabbed some food at Papados. Now, I don't believe there's a Papados in Florida, so I definitely had to take my dad here so he can enjoy some good Cajun food. Say hello, Daddy.
Hello.
So we relaxed most of today, and then later on we decided to catch a movie, and this is one of our favorite things to do.
I am honored to introduce to you
So my dad is going back to Florida. I'm gonna miss him because I enjoy his stay. We did a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's how it is when family go back home. It's like bittersweet. So, but I enjoyed him. So. Thank you all for watching. My name is Vanessa, and I'll see you next time. Bye.